Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to explain another lesson that relates to functions. So we have here expressing lack of understanding and ask for clarification. So how we are going to ask, how we are going to express the lack of understanding, then what are the expressions we have to use if you want to ask for clarification. Okay, so in Arabic we have lack of understanding means عدم الفهم. Okay, you don't understand specific thing. يعني شي واحد كيشرح لك شي حاجه انت ما فهمتيش هذيك الفكره. Okay, means we call it lack of understanding. So therefore you have to express. Okay, you have to express your lack of understanding using specific expression. Then you are going to ask for clarification. Means you are going to ask for clarification. Means in Arabic إعادة التوضيح. يعني غادي تعاود تسول على إعادة التوضيح ديال هذيك الفكرة اللي someone is explaining to you, something like that. Good. So concerning if you want to express your lack of understanding, we have to use different expression. You can say I beg your pardon, but I don't quite understand. I beg your pardon, but I don't quite understand. Or you can use also I'm not quite sure I know what you mean. Okay, I'm not quite sure I know what you mean. أنا ما متأكدش بهذيك الفكرة اللي قلتي لي. Okay, شنو كتعني بها. Okay, so I'm not quite sure I know what you mean. Okay, or you can say I'm not quite sure I follow you. Okay, I'm not quite sure I follow you. Okay, good. So we can also use I don't quite see what you mean. Okay, I don't quite see what you mean. Good. Or we can use also I'm not sure, so I got your point. I'm not sure I got your point. أنا ما متأكدش واش وصلت لي الفكرة ديالك ولا لا. Okay, I'm not sure I got your point ولا أنا ما فهمتش النقطة اللي كتهضر عليها إكسار. So I'm not quite sure I got your point. Or we can use also sorry I didn't get your point. Sorry I didn't get your point. So اسمح لي راه ما فهمتش النقطة اللي علاش كتهضر. Okay, so sorry I didn't get your point. So when we use the lack of understanding for about a specific thing, we are going to ask for clarification. يعني من بعد ما كنعبروا على عدم الفهم ديالنا لواحد الفكره معينه كنحاولوا نسولوا على اعاده التوضيح. اوكي, على التوضيح. You are asking for clarification. So we have what do you mean by. Okay, we can say what do you mean by this point. We can say, for example, I beg your pardon, but I don't quite understand. What do you mean by this word? Or what do you mean by lack of understanding, for example? Okay, so could you repeat please? We can say could you repeat please, or we can say also could you be more specific please? Could you be more specific please? Or we can say could you say that again please? Or we have could you explain what do you mean by. Okay, واش ممكن تعاود تشرح ليا شنو كتعني بهذه الفكرة أكثر. Could you explain what do you mean by. Also we have could you give us an example. Okay, could you give us an example. Okay, واش ممكن تعطينا واحد example. Okay, could you give us an example. Imagine that the teacher is explaining something in the class. He's explaining some, for example, brain drain. Okay, he's talking about brain drain. Some people did not, or some people don't understand, or didn't understand that word, brain drain. So therefore they have the lack of understanding. يعني ما فهموش شنو كتعني brain drain. يعني شنو عندهم the lack of understanding. عدم الفهم ديالهم واحد الكلمة brain drain, for example. So they have to express their lack of understanding. خصهم يعبروا على عدم الفهم ديالهم لهذيك النقطة. Okay, what do you think you are going to say, for example? So I'm not quite sure I follow you. For example, could you explain what do you mean by brain drain? Okay, could you explain what do you mean by brain drain? Good. Or we can say could you give us an example? Okay, واش ممكن تعطينا واحد example, واحد المثال. Okay, so could you give us an example? Or we have would you elaborate on that please? Would you elaborate on that please? Okay, this is how we express the lack of understanding and how we are going to ask for clarification. Okay, so how we are going to ask for clarification. So right now we are going to do a dialogue, okay, using these expressions that we have: lack of understanding and asking for clarification. Okay, thank you. So we are going to do an exercise. So hello. Okay, so we have here, we have an exercise. We have just an example of expressing the lack of understanding and how we are going to ask for clarification. يعني غادي نشوف واحد exercise, واحد dialogue, okay, in which we are going to put the expression that we have just covered. Okay, غنشوف واحد exercise اللي يمكن لينا نستعملوا هذوك التعابير اللي شفنا قبيلات. Okay, lack of understanding and asking for clarification, يعني عدم الفهم مع طلب التوضيح. Okay, so we have a dialogue here. We have Ismail, for example. Do you know our school is in great danger? Our school is in great danger. Okay, so and Dunya said, oh sorry, I am not sure I know what you mean. Okay, I am not sure I know what you mean. شنو قالت هنا دنيا هنايا عبرت على عدم الفهم ديالها لهذه الفكرة هذه اللي قال إسماعيل. Okay, she said I am not sure I know what you mean. أنا ما متأكدش بداك الشيء اللي قلتي لي. Okay, I'm not sure I know what you mean. Okay, so here we have she expresses the lack of understanding. Okay, she expresses the lack of understanding, يعني عبرت على عدم الفهم ديالها. Okay, I am not sure I know what you mean. Okay, شنو غادي دير دابا؟ she is going to ask for clarification. غادي تطلب إعادة التوضيح. Okay, ديال هذيك الفكرة. Okay, so she said could you explain what do you mean by that? Okay, could you explain what do you mean by that? واش ممكن تشرح لنا okay شنو كتعني بهذا الشيء هذا؟ Okay, could you explain what do you mean by that? This expression is for asking for clarification. Okay, you are asking for clarification, يعني هنايا طلبت إعادة التوضيح. Okay, طلبت إعادة الشرح. Okay, why? Because she expressed the lack of understanding, يعني عبرت على عدم الفهم ديالها, and then she asked for clarification. Okay, could you explain what do you mean by that? Okay, so we have she asked for clarification. Good. Ismail said, I mean, Ismail is going to explain. Okay, why? She asked him, sorry. So she asked Dunya asked to explain. So we have, could you explain what do you mean by that? يعني سولاته, يعني طلبت إعادة التوضيح. Okay, Ismail is going to ask. Okay, so we have, I mean, the whole building could collapse at any moment. اوكي, قال لها ان هذاك البنايه تقدر تطيح في اي لحظه. اوكي, could collapse at any moment. So Dunya said sorry I didn't get your point. Okay, sorry I didn't get your point. Okay, she still have the lack of understanding, يعني مازال ما فهمت. Okay, so I didn't get your point. Okay, ما الفكرة ديالك ما جاتنيش. Okay, ما فهمتش الفكرة ديالك. Okay, she said I didn't get your point. Okay, مازال ما فهمت شنو بغيتي تقول لي. Okay, I didn't get your point. She's going to ask also for clarification. Okay, غادي تعاود تسول على إعادة التوضيح. She's going to ask for clarification. She said, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Okay, so يعني سولاتو قلت لي شنو كتعني بهاد الهضره اللي قلتي هذا. Okay, what do you mean by that? So ask for clarification. What do you mean by that? He said there is a huge crack in the ceiling of our classroom. Okay, he said there is a huge crack in the on the ceiling of our classroom. قال ليها رانا كاين واحد الشق في our classroom etc. This is why the whole building is going to collapse etc. Okay, so this is just an example, simple example, in order to know how we are going to write a specific dialogue, so concerning the lack of understanding and asking for clarification. يعني هذا كيفاش حنايا غادي نقدروا نكتبوا واحد dialogue okay using this expression، يعني استعمال اللي نقدروا نستعملوا فيه the lack of understanding and asking for clarification، يعني عدم الفهم ديالك واحد الفكره وكتسول على طلب التوضيح. Okay, this is the general idea of this lesson. It's very easy, it's very simple. You need just to memorize some expressions، يعني خصنا غير نعرفوا واحد دوك التعابير اللي شفنا في lately. So we have to know them، يعني خصنا نعرفوا هذوك expressions اللي شفنا واحد 3 expressions ولا 4 in order to write specific dialogue. Okay, so what are the expressions of lack of understanding؟ شنو هما التعابير ديال lack of understanding؟ and what are the expressions that I have to use if I want to ask for clarification? Okay, lack of understanding and asking for clarification. Thank you so much. I hope this video is going to be helpful, and I try to simplify this lesson. Okay, thank you so much, and try to wait for other videos inshallah. Thank you.